Grandma Pearl Wright Neal had interesting ancestors. Her 3 times great-grandfather, Lewis Ricks, was one of them. Lewis was born in Edgecombe, North Carolina in 1742. He was a Quaker, and all those that came before him were Quakers also. He married Nancy Joyner, and they had 5 children, one being my 4 times great-grandmother, Charity. Soon the Revolutionary War began. One of the famous battles was the Guilford Courthouse Battle in Greensboro, North Carolina. It took place March 15, 1781. There are many sites on the internet that talk about the battle. We lost, but it was still a very important battle. Now we fast forward to 1837 and the building of a Quaker co-educational boarding school. A few years later, it accepted non-Quaker students, and it was called New Garden Boarding School. In the 1880s, it became Guilford College. Now back to my 5 times great-grandfather, Lewis Ricks. The Revolutionary War started, and Lewis was drafted. He, being a Quaker, did not believe in shedding human blood. His brother William reported that he went into battle with Lewis. He said Lewis stuck his gun into the ground and went into battle without a weapon. That was the last his brother saw of him. The records of the Revolutionary War in North Carolina cannot be found. They have either been lost or destroyed. I found a copy of Lewis Ricks' will. It is 35 pages long. Of course, I won't go into all the details. It's interesting because in the will, his children are called the orphans. So he left to Jonathan Ricks 1 guardian bond and something about paid his taxes for 1706 and 1707, and he paid for his schooling. To Charity Ricks, it was 1 guardian bond, 1 printed handkerchief, 1 yard of black ribbon, and schooling. And he left the same for Morning Ricks and for Michael Ricks. I found a couple other pages where he left all kinds of knives, bowls, a butter churn, all kinds of things, and he put names to the side, and I would say Ann Ricks got the most of everything, but there were a lot of people named there. When Lewis Ricks found out he was drafted, I guess that's when he made his will. Curiously, I Googled Lewis Ricks. I found interesting information about the obviously pious Quaker. I would never have thought one of my past grandfathers would be a legend at a college. But old Lewis Ricks is. Lewis is said to wander Guilford College in Dana Auditorium. He is said to wander at 2 a.m. in the morning. They also say a little girl haunts the building also. People say Dana Auditorium is built on the site of a Revolutionary War field hospital. A soldier who died there, he was dubbed Lucas at first, wanders the halls at 2 a.m. The writer of the article, I believe, is Joseph Patterson. That's where I got my information. He read about Lewis Ricks, who died in the Battle of New Garden that ran along what now is the college campus, and came to the conclusion that the spirit is that of Lewis Ricks. He claims he is a friendly spirit, and he also claims he's there to help. As recently as within the past 25 years, in the fields surrounding New Garden Meeting House, people have found unmarked graves from the Battle of Guilford Hall. I don't believe Lewis haunts the college. I would hope he rests in peace in one of the unmarked graves along with over 1,300 other American soldiers. I hope you enjoyed the story of my 5 times great-grandfather, Lewis Ricks. Here's a little short bonus story. According to the book Genealogy of the Ricks family, where I found all the other information, there's this guy named Meredith here. They don't know when he was born, but he died in 1780. It says he was a silversmith and a miser. His money was never found. He had much, and it is looked for to this day. Thanks for listening. Bye.